Hello everybody, welcome to another exciting tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to create a very realistic hair object inside Cinema 4D. We're talking here about a lion hair or lion figure inside Cinema 4D, a very realistic one. So let's get started. First of all, let's create an object that will present our lion. Let's choose a capsule. Change orientation to X and let's scale it a little. Change the display to shading lines. The high segment to 60. Good. Let's add an FFD. Add it to the capsule. Change the segments. So if click fit to parent and change this to 12. Perfect. Now let's make this capsule editable. Click on FFD, choose points, choose the Cinema 4D port, the front port, and the rectangle selection, and let's try modify this thing to present our lion. Present our line. All right. Alright, that's enough. I'm just showing some hairs. We're not sculpting anything. Let's hide this object. This one here. Right click and subdivide. Perfect. Now let's go to the top view. Select live selection and let's try to select these polygons here. Select these polygons. Go to select rectangle or loop selection, sorry. Select these two loops. Change the camera view to bottom and go back to live selection. Let's select these polygons here. Okay, I think it's good. Let's add another loop selection. Perfect. Click on simulate hair object, add hair. This one will be head. Go here, deselect the object, simulate, add hair. This one will be body. Click on body here, select body here, and let's change the guides to 3800 maybe. Click on trigger and update the guides. Change the hairs to 35 or no 300,000 hairs and the length to 30 centimeters. Okay, now let's grab this one inside. Name this one lion. Click on head and change the guides count to 340, and the hairs count to 35,000. So have this one here. Name this material head, and this one body. Okay. Alright, good. Now let's disable the dynamics for the body. We don't want to have that dynamics, as you can see. Now let's create materials for our hair. Let's start with the body. Don't change anything in color. Go to specular. Let's change some values here, and I already tested these values, so don't have to test them, just have to apply them. It's in the strength of the specular put 8, and the sharpen put 35. The secondary specular, it changes strength to 12 and the sharpen to 45. In the back specular, this shows a 35. In the thickness, let's choose a 0.5 and 0.09. Enable length and add a noise. Click on the noise and it's choose the global scale to 15%. This one 20%, 20%. Moment. It's okay. We don't want to add this. Now let's go back to freeze. Enable freeze and change the value to 5%. Freeze 5% and the variation 15%. Hold Control and click here to add a point, then drag it right here. Enable kink. The kink value will be 5%, and click here to add a point, as you can see. Enable clamp, change the count to 20 and the radius to 20 and the variation to 15%. Okay, this is the hair of the body. Now let's create the hair of the head. The color will be, this one will be black. Let's create another one here. Let's create another one here, will be 30, 90 and 9. This one here will be 35 and 23. Go to specular. Let's change this value, the strength to 15 and the sharpen to 25, and the secondary specular, the strength to 35 and the sharpen 30. The back specular will be 45. Okay, enable length, don't add any texture here. Enable freeze and change the freeze value. The thickness for that, thickness will be 0.5 and 0.001. Yeah, go to freeze, make it 10%, and let's click here, hold Control and click here. Alright, enable kink, add a 10% in the kink value. No, not 10%, but 15%. Yes, and add a point here, drag it right here. Enable clamp and change the count to 15 and the clamp to 15 and the radius to 25. Alright, this is the hair of the head. Now let's create a texture or material for the skin. Create a new material. In a disable the reflectance. In the color, let's create a noise. In the noise, let's create this material. And 12 here and 5, 77. In the color too, let's add a 33, 20, 25 and 60. In the global scale, let's add 500% and the movement will be 0.001. Go back and create the brightness to a little bit. Mix mode, change it to multiply, and the model change it to orange layer. Okay, apply the skin to our line. Now we finished all what we need. Now let's test the hair. As you can see, we need to add more guides in the body here, and we need lightning. Let's go to body guides and add 4500 or set it to max. It's okay. Now let's add a lightning for this scene. The most important thing in the creation of hair is the lightning and the material. Let's add a light here. Change the intensity to decrease it a little. Let's add another light here. Add a shadow maps, soft, and let's add another light to be the back light, that's sunlight. We'll create shadow and increase the intensity to 600. Perfect. Let's go here, add a camera, right click, protection to protect the camera from movement. Now we have to create a texture for our background. Let's add a background first, and let's create a texture, new material, disable the reflectance, go to color, texture, add a gradient, change the type to 2D circular. Let's change this one to, alright, and this one will be okay, turbulence to 35 and the scale 22. Good. You can add this blue or green, it's not a problem with that. Let's add another one with the green. Perfect. Now what we're gonna do is we have something to do. to this here. Let's change the view by clicking the middle mouse button and go to front view, go to simulate, hair tools and brush. Let's uncheck visible only. Change the radius to be bigger enough. And let's see what's happening when we brush our line. Good. Let's do the same to the head. Let's do the same to the head. Let's change the radius of this brush a little bit. Okay, this is cool. Go to camera and this. As you can see, this is our render. It's perfect. It's nice. Let's change the camera to this one here. But before that, let's add a camera here and let's add a light in the back here. Change shadow to shadow maps soft and the intensity to 600. Let's disable this one. Get back to camera. Let's render it. For that, let's copy these lights to here. Let's render it. As you can see, this is cool. By the way, you can render it using physical render to have a perfect result like this one. This one here. There is some specular on the hairs. Anyways, this was the tutorial. Thanks for watching, and the tutorial files and everything will be available to download as every tutorial. And thanks for watching again. Follow me on social media and support me on Patreon if you can. Thank you very much, and see you soon in upcoming tutorial. Will be about hair creation, maybe about hair creation of human or animals, same. So see you later. Thanks for watching.